Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Media Truder, welcome back to Rome Total War Remastered, because today is launch day for Rome Remastered. Isn't that just absolutely flippin' lovely? And to mark that, I've decided to take on a one-off very special challenge indeed, which is, can peasants, the worst unit in the game, take over the world? Almost certainly not, but let's give it a go anyway. Before we begin though, we need to discuss that yes, not all peasants are created equal. If you're playing as Greeks or Romans, 0 or 1 across the board. Now, there are different kinds of peasants out there. If you're playing as a barbarian faction, you get these lads. So, still appalling melee attack, but they do at least get a little bit of armor. But I would say those guys are cheating, because they are clearly called barbarian peasants. They are a distinct unit with a distinct name. However, there is a third that very often gets overlooked. If you are playing as a Carthaginian, Eastern faction, or an Egyptian, you get these lads. Now, they are clearly peasants. Absolutely, they are peasants, the game says peasants, but their stat line is a little bit better than the Greek or Roman variant. They don't have the defense of barbarian peasants, but they did have the foresight to bring along a pitchfork. So, melee attacker 3, which is... I mean, it's still terrible, but it's not as terrible as Roman peasants. So, naturally, these are the guys we're going to be wanting to use. Because, yes, as you may have noticed, all three variants of peasants do have one thing in common. Morale of literally 0. So, who are we playing as? Because, as I say, it's got to be Carthaginian, Eastern, or Egyptian. And ideally, we need to have a relatively secure start position and the right buildings available to buff our peasants, because in their current form, they're just not going to be able to survive. We need the right ability to upgrade them in various ways, and to my mind, there's only one faction that can do the job. Say hello to Pontus, everybody's favourite faction, but trust me, these guys have, at the bare minimum, a chance. Not much of a chance, but it's there. So, here we are in Asia Minor, and our neighbours are the Greeks, but like way over here. There's a bunch of rebel stuff over here, ideally we can get our hands on. Over in this direction, Armenia. We want to be friends with them because, yes, I want this flank secured. I don't want to be messing with Armenia, and ideally, in fact, if I make friends with Armenia, Armenia will probably head south to attack the Seleucids, who are also to my south over here, over here, over here. The Seleucids I shouldn't need to worry about. They're big and they're strong, but they will get dogpiled by everybody. Probably Egypt first, then Armenia, then Parthia, and then probably me once they're nice and flimsy enough that I could move in with peasants. So, okay, that's the first thing we need to do. Get my diplomats just moving in this direction, get my spy moving over here, get eyes on the nearest rebel settlements. And also, of course, I can't use any of this nonsense, so we can start breaking down these lands, which is good, because that's going to give me more people in my city, more taxpayers. Generally, that's going to be good news. So, 5,000 people right now, you say. Oh no, no you don't. Back home you go, lads. Absolutely lovely. 5,240. Because what I would like, ideally, is 1,000 people broken down, because if I can get this city to 6,000 and get it up to a minor city immediately. And yes, indeed, on this occasion, my generals can't come with me on campaign. They just stay in the cities and manage the cities. Alright, that's all they're going to be doing. The only troop allowed to leave any city whatsoever is peasants. And I believe with this next unit broken down, we should, there we go, a city has grown. Spectacular. And we should have enough money to immediately get that moving in the right direction. Yeah, 1,600, Governor's Palace, level 3 settlement. That means I can get a shipwright because I'm going to be needing money. Alright, and more than you'd think, because you might be thinking, well, okay, peasant armies are trash, but they're cheap, so you can have loads of them. No, they're really not. Peasants cost me 120 gold to recruit, and 100 gold to maintain. That's just how much they need all the time. Phalanx pikemen, okay, with morale of 4, melee attack of 8, armor of 6, total defense of 16, and they can form a cocking phalanx. Yeah, they only cost 170. Now, can you guess what happens if 2 units of peasants go up against a phalanx pikeman? Because it ain't good news for the peasants, alright? Peasants are not cost efficient in the slightest. Okay, step one, just get some roads down here. We definitely could do with some roads. Oh, actually, that's a point. Yes, just like in my mercenaries run, I don't need these barracks, because peasants don't come from barracks, they just come from the governor's villa. So all of this can just be broken down for a bit of extra cash. Lovely. And at the bare minimum, yes, now I'm not floating any army whatsoever, I can at least make a good profit, so I can start investing in infrastructure nice and fast. Speaking of which, we're also going to be needing peasants. I don't know why I said speaking of which. Peasants aren't infrastructure. They're kind of the opposite. Every time I build peasants, I'm taking away from attack space. In fact, basically, I've just swapped useful cavalry troops for utter flipping garbage. So, that's good. That's good right there. Also, okay, hang about here. So, down over here in Massacre, my current population is 2,400, going up by 3% every single turn. Now, if I've got my maths right, that should be what? 72 people coming into this town next turn. Now, the problem is, because I've, turned on my proper population system, because that's how I play this game, damn it, I'm about to drain 240 out of the town. So, every time I train peasants, this place is going to start losing population and get poorer and poorer. But, to be honest, I need some troops, so we're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, spy moves over here. Naked Fanatics in Ancyra. So that is morale of 10, melee attack of 15, defense of 9. They've got some experience too. So, I'm pretty sure even with a full stack, I couldn't get into that town. So, that's just a no-go. We're not going over there, not just yet. And here comes the first peasant, just to remind you, yes, that these guys are complete and utter garbage. So, what are we gonna do that's gonna help out with this situation? Well. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be making them better. And there's two ways that we could do that. Way number one, weapons and armor. Ultimately, when I can get up to a foundry, giving me +2 to armor, +2 to light weapons. Alright, that's great. But more importantly, the reason I chose to play as Pontus over anybody else is religion. Some people have access to religions that give you bonus experience to troops trained here. Back in Rome, experience was ludicrous mega steroid juice. Alright, in later Total War games, it can be pretty modest what a bit of experience does. But in Rome, experience is huge. Experience is God. So, yeah, the Temple of Hercules, that should be Heracles, because the whole point is they're Hellenistic, but whatever. Yes, that could help me a lot. If I can get some peasants with good armor, good weapons, and some experience under their belts, they're still going to be trash because none of that helps morale. But at the bare minimum, it might keep them alive long enough that they can do at least some damage. Okay, here we go. Moved over to Nicomedia. This makes a bit more sense because, yes, militia hoplites. They've only got morale of 2 themselves. Surround them, they're in trouble. Peltas, defense pretty weak. Morale is okay, but melee attack is poor. Engage them, that's fine. Thracians, dangerous, but defense is still not great. Nicomedia, with enough peasants, we can simply, flood them. Alright, that we can take if nobody gets to it first. Okay, I've got trade rights and map information out of Armenia, but I can't help but notice they're kind of refusing an alliance and also they're kind of invading. Still, the moment is here. Alright, basic crappy peasants, no. No. I've now got a basic Temple of Hercules down in Massacre. So, you lot can now be retrained for 60 gold to go, and seriously, I'm starting to bank some gold up here. Peasants, yes, cheap. Not like, as cheap as you might expect them to be, but still pretty cheap. You thought peasants had 3 attack and 3 defense. No. They've got 4 attack and 4 defense, alright? Bonus to attack, bonus to defense skill. 1 for each point of experience, which is, it's just huge. And you know what? Here's a good chance to give them a run out. Tiny rebel army of some basic archers. Oh yeah. Alright, we got some horrible rain today, but I'm gonna be honest guys, yes, my entire plan is basically just to charge at you and then poke you with a stick. And straight away, my general is taking the first hits, which is good. He's gonna have a tiny amount more, in the way of morale. General units always do. And that poor guy just took a bit of a fall. Right, get in there, start stabbing them. The reason I'm playing as you remember to bring pitchforks, you mad bastards. And now the great fight begins. I'm going to say great fight. These guys are wearing pajamas and you've just shown up wearing your day-to-day farm clothes. So, Okay, everybody's getting nice and muddy. These guys are... I mean, okay, they're taking some damage. I'm taking way, way more, but this is why we need to swarm them. We need to make sure that damage is being divided between multiple units to stop my units from breaking and falling apart. Because as long as the damage doesn't come in too fast, as long as it's not a burst damage, the peasants will hold. They're just very vulnerable to shock damage, like a big burst of damage. If I can just stack them on top of each other, then we can win. It's just going to be, you know, with casualties. Okay, couple of turns later, Armenia are definitely coming in. But I have now got the basic Temple of Hercules down. All these peasants can go up to 4 and 4 on their stat line. And these lads should be able to go up to, yes, even better. I've actually got myself a blacksmith over here. So as a result of that, these guys can now go up to attack 5, defense 4. Not great or anything, but it's better than nothing. Now, there is one thing I could do, which is I could send these peasants, instead of retraining them to have better weapons, to hold the bridge. But peasants trying to hold a bridge, honestly, I don't think that's a particularly good idea. Like, I feel like, then again, I mean, they're sending peltas at me. Peltas over a bridge. I think they've got some horse archers as well. I've got plenty of money. I mean, get over here. Just see what we got here. That's a lot of horse archers. Then again, horse archers are terrible when it comes to melee. Screw it, we're going in. I am sending the entire peasant horde over in this direction. See my thousands of men and tremble, you Armenian bastards. Oh, they don't want to do it. They just didn't attack this turn. Okay, now this is interesting. This is very interesting, because we're starting to get out better and better peasants. Look at that. Melee attack of flipping 5 right here. Now, I can't attack into this, obviously, but I can stop them attacking me. Whether that's really good enough is... Oh, that's... Oh, bloody hell, they've got cataphracts. Okay, that's just gonna win. By the way, I'm not sure why they're not attacking, because that can just take out my entire army, like, right there, immediately, no trouble. You guys nip down over here to pick up weapons and training. That's the best bet we got for you. Okay, it's lucky they didn't attack, because they would have won. And it's north, they've gone for the capital. Okay, so that's fine. Send the good peasants north. I need to send reinforcements to assist with all of this. Okay, I mean, he didn't attack these guys, so now I've got them within range of the city. If he decides to actually move forward and try and push into this city, I have now got a lot of peasants, not currently taking attrition, ready to assist. And I've also reached the point down south where I cannot train any more peasants in Massacre because there simply is not the capacity to do so. So that's marvellous. Oh, here we go. They're coming in. Okay, so. The one problem with my peasants, aside from their terrible stat line, which is not that bad anymore, is their morale of 0. But the only problem with a morale of 0 is it means you break and run away. Well, guess what happens if you're standing on a town plaza? Oh, you can't break and you can't run away, meaning these guys are going to actually have to kill me, down to the last man. And I'm not sure even cataphracts can do that. They can rout my army on the open field, but peasants on a plaza, they'll stand and fight. Oh, one slight issue, mind. So all of my reinforcement peasants are coming from the same direction they've decided to draw up on. I was really wanting them to start over there so I could just sneak into the city. But we're just going to have to sort of figure this out as we go. Right, everyone into loose formation, and yeah, just basically try and bull rush straight past them. Here we go. As I suspected, the cataphracts coming in. They're going to cause a lot of trouble, so we're just going to be working around them, if at all possible. You guys just take the charge, everybody else just work around. Okay, just try and avoid the cataphracts, because these guys are just going to break immediately. Yep, wavering, and if we're lucky, they will chase them off the field. Yep, they're broken. They're kind of shooting their own guys, which is fine. This is all a-okay. This is completely what we wanted to see. You guys just get in over here. Honestly, if they're willing to fight with their horse archers, then let them. They're being, oh my. Yeah, horse archers, you guys didn't want to actually be engaged in a melee, did you? No, you flipping did not. Right, get down over here, move towards the city. We're just going to get as much into the city as we can. Hit these peltas if you can as well. You guys just start going around the outside. Their cataphracts are unstoppable murder machines, but there's only so much they can flipping do at one time. Okay, peltas, I've got a bit of a high ground charge going on. We're going to do some damage to these guys, and we're going to be over here as well. You just take out these lands. You are sort of doing okay. There's some horse archers over here we're not hitting. You guys try and hit them. The reinforcements are... okay, the reinforcements are starting to look a little bit on the mangled side. You are doing some good work. They've opened the gate. Hopefully the cavalry will start moving in. How are you guys doing, by the way? You guys doing okay? How are you guys doing? Okay, you're fleeing to the plaza. That's fine. And what's this, by the way? That's the cataphracts. Please ignore them. Just run. That's fine. They've not got much left right now, alright? They've got the cataphracts, sure, but this unit of peltas is looking pretty good. Honestly, you guys should just get inside at the moment. Whatever's left, and then when I say whatever's left, there's not much left. Okay, everybody's now fleeing and dead, actually. But that's fine. That's all fine. You guys just get on the plaza, because I think we've actually done a pretty good job, like, weakening them. Alright, we've got some troops alive. Anyone who's, like, still alive, just get over to the plaza and, like, hide there. That's fine. Okay, so left outside the city at this point is one unit of horse archers, and they've got a couple of units over here. These cataphracts are just chasing me down. My king's dead. No, he's not. That was just the captain. And yeah, hopefully they'll be tied enough by the time they get here that there's still 100 of them. Okay, guys, just oh, bloody hell. A lot of these people are dead at this point. This is fine. Their cataphracts have pretty much wiped the entire army. But that's okay. We can build a better army next time. It's going to be great. Why don't you guys just come on the plaza, by the way? I'd love you guys to come on the plaza. The cataphracts are now starting to get tired. And now he's on the plaza, these peasants ain't breaking anymore. Now he's got to actually fight them. So deploy all peasants forward. If we can just break the cataphracts, we've basically won at this point. When I say if. I mean, they're starting to go down a little bit. I mean, they're killing a lot of peasants too. But this would have been much easier if all of you guys could have just made your way to the plaza, you know, before engaging the cataphracts. This didn't go desperately well. Okay, so it's safe to say it's been a bit of a grind, and nobody's really won this fight. I was about to say I have won, but no. I feel like under the circumstances, nobody has won. Alright, absolutely nobody has won this one.
Victory is sweet indeed, and all the sweeter for being so decisive.
I think you've been watching a different battle to me, mate, so... okay, they have been eliminated, but there is the small issue that they got 3,000 kills while they were doing it. Okay, some troops survived, and retraining is a lot faster than training. So I can just retrain all of these guys. Right now, my population is collapsing because I've just conscripted like 25% of the entire city into my useless peasant wars. But everything's under control. I can train one more peasant. This is down to, wow. I have drained Massacre down to 400. And in a moment, we're gonna get the large temple of Hercules down. So, we're fine. Everything's under control. Maybe send, like, all peasants up in this direction. Because I could seriously do with, yeah, more troops up here. Getting the new upgrades. That would be marvellous. Please do not attack me, you stupid rebel bastards. Okay, Seleucids are actually coming north, which is unexpected. Normally, I would have expected them to be, you know, dead by now, to be honest. It's almost turn 15. Oh, here come the big lads. We're actually starting to get somewhere now. Peasants up to melee attack of 6, defense of 5. Like, it's still trash, but it's not as trash as it was. The problem is, my economy can't actually support it. This is now so many troops. I need to expand. I have to find somewhere I can take. And it's got to be Nicomedia. Alright, I need to get over there and get this locked down. But if I do that, this guy might invade. Plus, it does not help that this idiot is actually kind of blocking the path. Okay, I do have a ship. We're going to go by sea. Alright, it's going to be fine. And I just can't train anything else here. I can't train a thing. Alright, population is now just too low. So, I'm going to switch this place over to an alternative duty. Step 1. Deploy an army of 3,000 men over in this direction. Alright, I'll sell them round here. Yeah, with no walls at all, and only 3 units, we should be able to have that. It's not going to be easy, the casualties are going to be huge, but they've got more of a population than Massacre, so it's going to be fine. Yeah, thought so. He's seen his opportunity. And there's more. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, but I found one potential solution here. So, his army's travelling in small little groups. For 3.5 grand. Yeah, you guys could just go, actually. And now you're just... Oh, now you work for me. No, you don't. Now, actually, you're taxpayers. I've basically just bought some taxpayers, which is great. Because right now, you're standing in my territory. So, you guys could just go, actually. That's just lovely. You will be peasants in no time whatsoever. Right, that was kind of trash, but it was also infantry trash. So... what has he got? I still don't know. Diplomats are not good as spies. But at the bare minimum, we've managed to clear out a small part of his army. That's going to make life much easier. Because, yeah, that's the infantry that would have been pushing the siege equipment. Oh, bloody hell, the Seleucids just attacked me. Okay, the Armenians are turning back, because I just ate half their army. The Seleucids are now on their way for no reason. Honestly, I thought they were the ones who I could actually trust. Okay, they can't make it to this city today. I can. Alright, I'm going to take one city. Whatever it takes, I am taking one cocking city. And those troops I bought, yeah, that's now 5,000 over here. And you guys have actually got yourselves a blacksmith. So, level 3 temple and blacksmith. Let's get an armorer. Alright, we need a market for that. So, let's get that in play right now, because that's all I can do for the minute. And the economy is in shambles because, yeah, they're blockading my port. Dear oh flipping dear. Yes, Massacre is now going to be agent training, because that only takes one person. New spy to keep an eye on the Seleucids. But most importantly, I am taking a cocking town. Oh, the Greeks coming in. Okay, I've just beaten them to the wire, but we've done it. And in we flipping come. Now we need to do is win, which you think would be easy when it's 3,000 versus 500, but I don't know, they might surprise us yet. And bear in mind, what the game's going to want to do is, yes, lay out your troops in a sensible fashion, where they're all going to be standing, you know, separate and in different units. No, we don't want that. I want my troops overlapping, because that means damage will be divided, it'll come in slower per unit, they'll have their flanks secured. This is how we want to be running it. So, okay, what have we got here? Where are the enemy? And also, who's the commander on this occasion? Okay, we've got a small amount of movement here. That's the peltasts. Okay, that's good. That's good. Just fall back a little bit. I would like to engage the peltasts if at all possible. You guys can just start moving forward. You guys just start moving forward too. You guys get into this plaza. Okay, in fact, you know what? It looks to me like the militia hoplites are thinking of moving forward too. I would like to be able to just rush these guys, and if I can get at the sides of them, then that would be ideal. Send units in. To be honest, the streets are going to work into my advantage, for the simple reason that in the streets, my units are going to be crushed together into one single mega unit, which is kind of good, actually. Okay, it looks to me like these guys have now engaged, and in a one-on-one fight, I should do okay. My melee attack is, yep, 6 and 5 defense. They have got melee attack of 3, defense of 4. When it comes to a straight one-on-one fight, I can defeat these guys. It's just I'm going to take a lot of damage doing it, and my guys are going to be a bit on the, slow side as well. These guys are ready to go. You guys are, they're eager, shaken, they're not wavering, because the damage is being divided between multiple units. They're sending in that phalanx. Okay, they want to do that. That's absolutely fine. Can we break them? That's broken them. Okay, guys, fall back. Fall back for just a second, please. Fall back for just a second. We might be able to get a full surround on their phalanx. Okay, let's see what's about to happen here. Because if we can... Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. Just be ready here. I'd like to get a surround on the phalanx. If we can, that'd be magnificent. Just be careful because the... Oh, guys, careful. Careful when I say be careful. Okay, it's time. Go. We're going in. We're flipping going in. And now we're going to take on this phalanx from two different angles. They're going to get their spikes down, but in a moment, I'm going to get behind them. And if we can just break their cohesion, they're sort of walking sideways. But that's fine. I've got a lot of troops. Okay, if something goes wrong, I've got spares. But if any of these guys break, there is a possibility it will set off a massive chain reaction that kills everybody. But if we could just break them. This is kind of ideal, actually. Some of these guys are being slaughtered, but they're broken. And now, oh, here come the peasants. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we flipping go. We're going to get the Peltas down. The problem is the Thracians are now going to be drawn into combat. You don't see this very often, do you? This is a full street of peasants, and it's actually cocking winning. Thracians going down. When I say going down, it's going down a bit slowly. The Peltas are going down pretty fast. That's good. That's all absolutely fine. This is... Okay, how are you guys doing? You guys are winded, but you're still eager. Okay, the morale is sort of holding up. Bring enough peasants, they can mutually support each other. Flanks, secure, damage, nice and slow. This is what I wanted to see, damn it. Peasants fighting back, alright? The revolution has cocking begun. It's the slowest, grindiest fight in the world, but the movement is definitely in our favour. We're flipping got this in a moment. They're going to be pushed off the plaza, and then... Wow, that's actually not bad. Okay, we've got a flipping town. Okay, Greeks pulling back. They are respecting my independence. They don't want a war. That's good news. And Seleucids are not advancing either. Okay, this is marvellously good news. Okay, this is great, actually. And where are... Hang on, where are the Armenians? Okay, I could ideally do with a couple of watchtowers. I think they might have naffed off. Have you guys naffed off? I'd love it if you guys would have naffed off. Okay, whatever happens next, I need to get these guys home for retraining. Because now some of these guys can pick up extra XP and improve weapons momentarily. So anybody who does not have 2 XP, you need to get back on the boats. The rest of you can stay here and guard this territory. So honestly, that should pretty much well work out. That's a good garrison. I don't know whether the AI will acknowledge it's trash or not. They possibly will. I'm not sure how the AI makes those decisions in terms of evaluating it. But we've got to hope they do. So these guys can go back home, get retrained, and deal with the bloody Seleucids down over here. And if these guys eventually, swan off south, this force should be able to take whatever's left of Ancyra, hopefully. Okay, the troops have made it home, and they're being retrained right now. I have got myself, the Finnish marketplace, meaning I can just afford an armourer for upgraded armour on my peasants. Another +1 to defence. Unfortunately, Massacre is still screwed and just sitting there doing nothing. I've got a good spy network, though, so... Greece. Now is not the cocking time. I am busy being attacked by everybody already. I'm also kind of out of money, like, overall, in general, because, yes, my peasant army isn't strong enough to really do anything, but it is large enough to cost all of the money I've got, especially as I keep draining all of my settlements. Okay, everything's fine, it's all under control, I just need to not get attacked by the Greeks, please, and then deal with, you know what, this I can deal with. Alright, you stupid bastard, that I can sort out. You're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, okay, so the Greeks have betrayed me, that's fine. There's no general there. That means no heavy cavalry, that means just militia hoplites. That means I've got a chance. No, we're going. They've got no experience, no improved armour. I think at the bare minimum, we can give them a bit of a poke. Because phalanxes, strong, but incredibly inflexible. Here we go, I'm surrounding them and they're starting to box up. They don't really know what they want to do anymore. Their formation's starting to get a tiny bit confused. But phalanxes, they're never going to charge you. They're never going to do that. They're just going to sort of move around you in confusion. Then if I just sort of circle them, eventually an opening will become available. And then here we go. This looks like an isolated ladder. This looks isolated. You look a little bit, you know, open to being charged. Just get over here, get over here, get over here. And now we just charge these bastards. Get around the side of you. They're going to try and deal with that. But yes, they're going to do some poking on me. But I'm going to do some poking right back to them. They're not going to enjoy this. And when that starts happening, they're going to try and send in reinforcements over in this direction. So I'm going to take some casualties, but so are they. And if I just keep moving, sooner or later, opportunities will present themselves, alright? They didn't want to reinforce there after all. They changed their minds. You guys are doing a competent job. I mean, we're taking some losses, but it's fine. Honestly, just move you in. If you want to come down over here, just hit these guys right in the flank. And nope, they've changed their minds there. They've tried to put their spears down. But that just means I can now just start getting around the back of you. Alright, so now there's an opening. No, no, no. I see you. I see you. No, you don't. Back off, please. In fact, just let them split up a bit. They are starting to advance, but that's just going to create more openings for me. So you guys just start, yeah, backing off, please. Backing off. And you to here. You to here. These guys are in a bit of trouble. You guys all backed off successfully. Yes, you did. So now all we've got is, yep, that unit just broke. And now, we just move over here. This unit's going to be in trouble. In fact, they've just broken automatically. This unit over here is now just available. No, 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 guys. You, get up the side of them. You, prepare to back up. Maybe you guys pursue. No, you don't. No, you don't. Keep moving back, please. Keep moving back. Do not let them get on top of you. But now they're trying to mark man to man. But if I just keep moving, they can't do a thing. They just can't do anything. And now we're starting to get their number. Alright, now we're just picking them off bit by flipping bit. Over here, we're actually taking out the... hang on, what happened to you? Oh, bloody hell, their leader actually... wow. Okay, so their leader won his fight. You guys didn't do so well over here. But over here, we're doing some good work. These guys have been chased off at this point. What else is going on? Okay, that guy's gonna fall apart. You guys head south. Join up with these lads. I think we're going to be okay. Just. Now's the time. We just charge in and we deal with them as they react. So you're going to turn to face these guys. When you do, you guys are probably going to turn to face as well. But then we're just going to get around the back of you. You are going to hit these guys. You guys have broken straight away. You guys are going to turn and mop them up. Honestly, I will take that. Only 700 casualties? That's pretty good. Repairs are going to be, you know, absolutely crippling, of course. In fact, we've basically just drained half the population of the town there. But hopefully, we sent a message to the Greeks. Alright, in fact, you know what? The stupid bloody Greeks have got... how much have you... oh. Well... Well. That's fascinating, isn't it? I'm doing it. Alright, I'm sending in a flipping strike team to liberate Pergamum from their Greek oppressors. Oh, there's actually another... oh dear. Okay, there's more there than I thought there was, actually, as it turns out. Okay, never mind. They've actually got reinforcements. Retreat slightly. This was a mistake. Screw it, I'm giving it a go. The peasant army is being deployed to guard this bridge. Alright, you ain't getting past Captain Heracles, who's chosen to spell Heracles correctly, as opposed to the shrine in the town, which gets it wrong for some reason. Okay, this is going to be fun. So, the elite super awesome strike team that I was sending in to liberate could be in a bit of trouble, actually, yes. Just yet, retreat if we... okay, we can't retreat, because he's... oh, bloody hell. Well, give it your best shot, I suppose. What we're going to do right now is a coward retreat. which is I'm going to deliberately draw myself up as close to the edge of the battlefield as possible. Because if I do that, the moment my troops retreat... In fact, can we just withdraw? I mean, I'm just going to withdraw, actually. Okay, so I'm just going to withdraw right there. Wait, what happens next at that point? Oh, they just get to keep retreating. Well, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he doesn't want to do this. Then again, actually, oh, bloody hell, there's... Okay, there are 2 generals there. Right, we might need to split the forces between our 2 territories, because... Once again, he's not advancing, but he really should, because I feel like he could win this. What I really need is assassins. If I could just get assassins out on the field, I need to be using assassins to eliminate the generals, because other than that, the heavy cavalry is just sometimes capable of wiping my entire army. Okay, here he comes, but this time, it's much better guarded, and the Greeks coming in too for round 2. Okay. Close by to my own territory, we should be in better position, and wow! The Seleucids are having their arses handed to them by rebels, love it. The Seleucids are also having the most successful peaceful game I've ever seen. They are not at war with anybody aside from me. They are allied with Parthia, they have made peace with Egypt. How on earth this happened, I don't know. Okay, here comes Armenia. Now, I'm pretty confident my little peasants just chilling out on the plaza can handle all of this. Alright, these guys are screwed. I'm even going to deliberately keep my generals at the back. Okay, this is all going to be done by the peasant. The great peasant revolution shall continue. Okay, walls go down obviously, but for the most part all they've got is, yes, this lovely, lovely double line of horse archers. So... they're going to come forward, they're going to try and start shooting at me, but seriously, what are they going to do? I've got thousands of bodies here. They're going to run out of ammunition sooner or bloody later. Because horse archers, their defense is appalling. Their defense is, yeah, it's 2. Alright, so these guys are just going to go stabby, 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 stab, 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 and these horse archers are going to fall apart. And that's just going to keep happening over and over. And these guys can't break. Alright, all the benefits of the peasants, lots of men, melee attack of 6, none of the morale problems. But seriously, they're just charging horse archers onto the plaza, because they can see they've got the tech advantage, and they can see their troops are technically superior in terms of, you know, morale or whatever, but they're not going to have a happy day. This is not going to work out for them. They're all going to be flipping broken and driven back. Some of the Eastern General has started to arrive. So all we really need to do now is just, fight him, because what's he going to do to me? Eastern generals, like Greek generals, are not that strong in melee. They're more about being skirmish cav. So, I mean, 35, and starting to go down. I mean, we're doing pretty well here. Yeah, there we go. Number 1 goes down. Now, where precisely is the second general? Because balance of power is very much in my favour, and these guys have not got involved yet at all. This has been entirely the work of the Grand Peasant Revolution. And there we go. These guys have broken before we even got involved. But no. You're not going anywhere, buddy. You stupid cyan pajama lads. No. You're being harvested for XP. Okay, how are we doing on population here? Because this is not looking great in many ways. The armor is almost done though, so that's going to be nice. Just keep training more troops. There are reinforcements down here. I don't know what this guy does or doesn't have. The rebels moved over to here. You're just chilling out here because you've got nothing else to do. I mean, I'm going to be honest, you guys are just sort of chilling out as well. Could I maybe... No, there's no chance I can get to Ansira, not without roads. They haven't attacked here just yet, which is good. We've got a chance to, repair these guys, though the economy is once again in tatters. Oh no, we got trouble here. The Greeks aren't attacking the town, they're just gonna wait me out. And if they do that... Oh, I need to get a victory right now. I'm gonna be honest here. I think the Greeks win this just because that heavy cavalry... Yeah, in the open field, without the benefit of the plaza, that's just going to tear my peasants apart. But the auto-resolve is actually in my favour. So, I mean, that's impossible, but I'll take it. And there is just enough population here for, recruitment. Though this town is now, it's basically a hamlet. So there's not really much of a town here anymore, actually. Though I can't help but notice now you guys are all kind of, you know, looking a bit better. I mean, I'd love to take Ansira. Deploy a strike team. Another one. I know this didn't go well last time. And, ooh, check you out. Okay, someone just gained enough experience to go up 2-3. In fact, a couple of people have. I'm sending a strike team towards Ansira. Can you get to it, by the way? No, you can't get to it. Okay, deploy my most elite peasants in that direction. Okay, send everything. Alright, that's fine. Everything's under control. We just need to make this happen right now. So you guys are going to go over here. We're going to take that. If I can just get a battle going on with just those troops, we are fine. Okay, the problem is going to be more... Oh dear, that might have been too many. Okay, if need be, we can ship more troops to go and support. It's going to be fine. Please, please just back off enough that you couldn't possibly get there in time. That can't get there. Oh, that's a massive army. But it's not going towards me, it's going towards Sardis. So they might still be desperately trying to take Halicarnassus, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure they've got troops close enough to... Okay, Nicomedia might be in a bit of trouble there. Okay, that's fine. When I say that's fine. Do those troops ever have the chance to recover or not? Also, the Armenians are back because, of course, they bloody are. That's Hillman. That's even more. I mean, we've got enough here to hold them. Say this, the population is, yeah, struggling more than a bit. They can't get to Ansira. Screw it! Alright, I can't, but then again, I'm giving up Nicomedia. Nicomedia is a nothing garbage town. It kind of doesn't matter. Can they even get in? No, that's recovered. What's even here? What's in this tiny army? Because I honestly believe that on a plaza, I can win that. So I'm just going to leave that be. Alright. These troops are going in. I am taking another cocking city. Oh, and here comes the retraining. We are going to give our peasants actual flipping armor. Okay, we haven't been thinking about that so far, but now we're in a position to give them armor. It's very exciting. Yep, no response. We're going in. Alright, I'm taking another town. I'm going to control the majority of Asia Minor, and they can't stop me, aside from the fact they probably can because they got another phalanx out. I think I can handle that. That's okay. This is manageable. I mean, just look at this monster. Melee attack 7, defensive 6. Nothing can stop this man. Okay, I've made some breaches. The Peltas are hanging back, which is ideal. Time to just send some troops in way over here. Because if I'm lucky, I can bait a couple of phalanxes to try and intercept them. Then I can just surround them and pick them off. That's pretty much the ideal scenario if they go for it. Okay, so far no reaction, which is not ideal. But what I am going to do is send, not my actual general, but one of my lads way over here. Because the Peltas might be a bit vulnerable. You guys, meanwhile, grab the ram again and open up a new breach on this side. Okay, send a couple of units right in over here. Alright, bare minimum, we can now hit these guys in a bit of a sandwich. Meanwhile, at the same time, these guys are going to go and ambush the plaza. Because straight one-on-one, Peltas, when they're not actually tossing their things, yeah, melee 3, defense 4. My peasants have got their number. The only problem is, yeah, morale. But I think we should be golden. They're actually coming off the plaza. Good. Good, 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 good. Right, we're seeing a response here. You guys move over in this direction. Just everybody start moving over here. I'm going to be needing more reinforcements over here. More reinforcements here. Leaving one unit here is clever, actually, because it kind of blocks me from reinforcing. But we'll see where they're going. Because you guys are, you're coming off the plaza, nice and slow. You guys are sort of falling back. You guys getting over here. I think they're starting to, yeah, break apart. Okay, so that first unit at the front door, we're gonna destroy. That's absolutely fine. We've captured the enemy walls officially. And you guys are off the plaza, so you guys just go over there, deal with that. So now, we should be golden. So just prepare to hold these guys in play. Get on them. Get on them. And you guys, oh, they're sending some back, which is a bit unfortunate. But now, hit you guys in the flank, already shaken, which is great. If they turn to face me meanwhile, which is what they're going to do, well, that's unfortunate because in come the peasants and broke them. Okay, guys, just basically get somewhere where you're not, please, alright? These guys should break pretty easily, but this is a bit of an embarrassing, difficult position, actually. Okay. You guys get over here. You guys get over here. How's this fight going, by the way? And, yeah, well, they're shaken, and you are winning handily. I just need these guys to be pushed a little bit more in this direction, so these guys are pulled out off this street. And they're still wavering, but they're not doing too bad. Alright, these guys are eager. My guys aren't, because just look at the difference in morale right there. Even though these guys are losing in terms of sheer numbers, they're holding way more effectively, even though they're actually the inferior force, which is, that might be enough to break them. Yeah, that's got to break. But that's fine. They'll just retreat now. We've still done a good job. You guys just loop around the back over here. We'll surround these guys. They are going to be broken. There's just no chance there whatsoever. And then you guys are retreating as well. That's... Guys, that is not what I told you to do, okay? And they've recovered. I mean, that's honestly fine. One of you go and assist, actually. Just go and help out. That's... Seriously, stop it and... Okay, fine. If they're willing to do this, just do that. It's all under control. Everything's fine. These guys are fleeing. You're a fresh unit coming in. They're shaken. And now, in just a moment, we're just going to get around the back of them. Yes, my flanking plan didn't go desperately well, but... is this the commander by any chance? Well, that's all absolutely fine. He's going to take a bit of a pounding before he gives up. But yes, there he is. There's their leader in his little thing. But he's broken, and now he should fall apart. Yes, that was much easier. I thought that might be a bit tricky, because yes, commanders or rather captains definitely get bonus morale. So, okay, that unit is screwed. That should be a really negative impact on these guys. Yep, they're broken, and one unit to go. Yep, last unit surrounded, so it's going to be a slow one. So, okay, the reason I also wanted to play as Pontus is having the Seleucids as a neighbour is really useful, because I wanted to hijack one of their religions. Because I can only get my peasants up to silver weapons and armour if I get up to a foundry. I can never hit gold. However, these guys have got access to, it's Hephaestus, I believe. So, if I could steal a shrine, or rather like, I think it's a large temple of Hephaestus, and build a foundry, then at that point, I could get gold and gold. Alright, +3, +3. Now that'd be nice. So, the town is mine, though I don't actually have enough money to pay for replenishment. And on top of that, there are larger Seleucid armies coming in. The Armenians, we need to let them attack us, though there are more forces coming in too, because why wouldn't there be? Massacre is safe for now, though, again, large Seleucid forces who aren't at war with anybody else. Not sure whether or not I can hold against these guys, so I could send some reinforcements back in a moment once the roads are done, though whether that's going to be enough. So, okay, when I'm talking about foundries and level 5 cities, I might be getting a bit ahead of myself here. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, if the question is, can you win with peasants? The answer is, theoretically, yes, though the AI does kind of dogpile you, because it thinks you're weak, which, you know, fair cop, I am. Depending on how you choose to rule lawyer this, Britain could be a really good candidate for this challenge, because, yeah, they've got a whole bunch of territory, very safe. Barbarian peasants can be got up to +3 pretty darn easily, though you've got less options in terms of, yeah, making them stronger, just in terms of pure armor and weapons. That's certainly true. Pontus is, theoretically, a good idea. And I have an empire of 4 towns. But, yeah, I feel like I've been a bit unlucky. The Seleucids do not normally have this many armies for each just wander around Asia Minor. Normally, they just lose everything. So, this has been tricky in many ways. When I say I've got an empire of 4 towns, 2 of them are under siege right now. And the other 2 are absolutely tiny. But I guess you could also say, I have been dogpiled by the Seleucids, the Armenians, and the Greeks, with no allies whatsoever, and using only peasants, I have survived and grown my empire. in a way, that's victory anyway. Sure, I'm bankrupt and under siege, and basically I'll just be desperately scrabbling to hold on to what I've got for the rest of the game, but it's still a win, damn it. The glorious People's Republic of Pontus has survived, mostly. So I think we'll end things off there, ladies and gentlemen, and say tomorrow, of course, we go back to the slightly less bananas environment of the Dacian Grand Pirate Army, and to be honest, it's not that much less bananas. Okay, I'm just playing a lot of bananas Rome right now, but yes, indeed, Rome Total War Remastered is out today. Link in the description below. I know I've been featuring it a lot on the channel, but you can finally play it too, and oh, it's so good. It's just such a nice, respectful, well-done remaster. It's how they should be done. Hopefully, you join me for more of it, especially as there's more coming just tomorrow as our usual series returns. So yes, indeed, hopefully I will see you there. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Rome Total War Remastered. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much. In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big.
They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!